let's do some article news readings. We got some articles here. Florida man allegedly runs over foot model with car on their first date after she refused to let him smell her feet. Okay. A Florida man allegedly ran over a foot model with his car on their first date after she refused to let him smell her feet, according to authorities and reports. Wow. El Monte Circle, Circle, 28. He's got a foot fetish. Allegedly arranged a meeting on the dating app Seeking with the woman in a room at the Serena Hotel in Aventura last Sunday when he asked her if he could smell her feet and buy her used sneak. The dude's creeping. Nice. Sneakers, according to an arrest affidavit obtained by the Post. The model, who requested anonymity, told Sarkel that he would have to fork over $1,000 for the shoes and that she would have to retrieve them from her car, police said. Sarkel, however, did not agree to the hefty rate, and the model went to use the bathroom inside the hotel room. The affidavit said, "When I got there, he just wanted to sniff my feet, and I don't feel comfortable with that." Oh, shit. The model told Local 10. "I mean, you could have my sneakers all you want," she added. "And you know they're just stinky old sneakers, but people like weird things." The dude had a fetish, let's be real. While in the restroom, the model heard Serkel run out of the room and thought he had stolen something from her, police wrote. She ran to the parking lot where she allegedly saw Serkel driving in a red Mercedes SUV. He passed her, then did a 3-point turn and ran her over with the SUV, the affidavit said. Serkel then fled the scene, cops said. The foot model required immediate medical attention and suffered road rash. Bruising to her back, arms, and chest after she was struck, authorities said. Oh, she was actually like hit by the car. The foot lover was arrested on Thursday after he attempted to book another room in the same hotel. Serkel has been charged with aggravated battery, court records show. He pleaded not guilty at his arraignment, according to authorities. What the fuck? Motherfucker, you just hit her with a car, dude. What the fuck? Wild. "I've never experienced anything like this before," the model told Locale 10. "I've met a lot of people who have foot fetishes, obviously, and nobody has ever done anything to this caliber," she said. "By the grace of God, I'm still standing today." Yeah, holy shit, man. You're gonna need to fucking look into some security measures. Holy shit. Fucking Christ. Fucking maniacs, man. NYC crime continues to drop with the record low shootings, despite troubling spike in rapes and murder. New NYPD stats show. Major crimes continue to dip in the Big Apple last month, with all-time lows in shootings and gunshot victims, despite a troubling. Sorry, I gotta clean my glasses. Troubling bump in murder and rape. Newly released NYPD statistics showed that crime in the 5 boroughs was down by 6.7% across the board in August, compared to the same month last year, along with an 8.2% drop in robberies, and near 19% dip in citywide burglaries over the same period. Shooting and gun victims have also hit an all-time low through the first 8 months of the year, with 489 incidents and 611 victims, besting the previous records of 502 and 612 in 2018, police said. The only blemish is a 33% jump in murders last month. the result of several deadly shooting sprees in the Bronx and Manhattan, and a continued rise in the number of Big Apple rapes. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch nonetheless praised the department's performance, which included a 22% drip in transit crime last month compared to the same month last year, the stats show. Below ground on our subways, we have cut crime down to record lows, excluding the pandemic years, Tisch said in a statement Tuesday. Our focus has been on taking illegal guns off the streets, arresting violent gang members, and deploying our most valuable resources, the men and women of the NYPD, on foot posts where they are most needed, and the results are clear. The commissioner added, "Our strategy is working and our cops are driving down crime." The data shows the felony assaults, grand larceny, and car theft were also down in August. Major crimes dip in NYC except the rise in murders and rapes. NYC crime rate. Or cases, sorry, I should say. Cases reported. Yeah, you got, this was a shooting. Looks like a park. Yeah, basketball tournament. Left one dead. 4 wounded. Feeling the bump in murders and a 1.1 rise in shootings last month were a series of deadly incidents in the Bronx and elsewhere. A gang-related shooting at a basketball tournament at a Bronx park on August 23rd left 1 dead. 17-year-old girl clinging to life and 4 others wounded in one of the month's bloodiest incidents. The incident was part of a spree of violence and continues to plague the 47th precinct, which has seen a 50% increase in shootings so far this year, stats show. Those numbers contrast borough-wide stats that show the shootings were down across the borough last month. How's it going? From 27 compared to 34 in August 2024, and the number of shooting victims dipped from 49 to 44. This year over the same span. Over the first 8 months of the year, shooting incidents in the northmost borough were 186 with 228 victims. Wait, what? 186 with 228. Wait, oh, okay. Down from 224 and 285, respectively, over the same period in 2020. Other boroughs saw outbursts of violence last year. Earlier in the month, a shooting at a Brooklyn hookah lounge left 3 dead and 9 wounded. Meanwhile, rapes in the city also continues to increase, with 160 reported last month compared to 129 during August 2024, for a 24% increase according to the data. 2025 number is the highest in the city in the last 6 years. NYPD said rape remains a concern, but said the number of misleading due to legislative changes that brought in the definitive of raping includes additional forms of sexual assault. Many reported cases involved individuals known to each other, a department spokesperson said. The NYPD continues to encourage survivors of sexual assault to come forward and report these incidences. Officials also note that despite last month's increase, murders in the 5 boroughs are down 19.6% so far this year compared to the same time span last year, with 2009 this year compared to 260 in 2024. That's a fraction of the 2,262, Big Apple murders in 1990 and 649 in 2001, the stats show. But even with the tremendous steps we've taken in making our city safer, We know that one crime is still one crime too many, Eric Adams said in a statement. And the number of heartbreaking incidents remain at the forefront of people's minds. We see so much promise in New York City, and it is readily apparent that our public safety plan is working, he added. We will continue to make adjustments as we see spikes, but thanks to the brave and men and women of the NYPD, New York continues to be America's safest big city. Oh, seems like Mayor Adams, right, is doing the best he can, even though he's getting fucked up by Hochul and everyone else around him. At least it's not like fucking Chicago and like when they had like Lightfoot and now they have Brandon Johnson, that fucking loser. Where's my reparations? Black power. Alright, anyways, next one. Fellow arrested on gun and drug charges at Burning Man. Oh yeah, we read this. As authorities search for killer and festival homicide probe. A felon was arrested on gun and drug charges during a traffic stop on the last day of Burning Man, as police continue their homicide investigation into the death of an unidentified festival goer. Michael Olney was busted in just 2 a.m. Oh, they found someone when he was pulled over for violating a Burning Man vehicle permit, according to the Pershing County Sheriff's Office. Inside Olney's car, authorities discovered large quantities of several different illicit substances. Oh no, he had a bunch of drugs. And 2 firearms. Uh-oh. It wasn't legally permitted to own as he and he had a felony conviction, and he can't have those guns, too. So he's already super The dude has so much shit on it. According to the sheriff's office, oh man, this guy's fucked. Olney was described by the sheriff's office as a convicted felon, without providing additional information on his criminal record. Authorities also alleged that based on other items in the car, Olney was planning to sell or distribute. Oh shit. Yeah, I mean he had a bunch of different drugs, right? And apparently anywhere between 100 and 400 grams of illegal drugs, according to the PCSO. Yep. He was trying to make some money. Olney was booked on charges for illegal possession of a firearm, selling or transporting a controlled substance, trafficking a controlled substance over 100 grams, and manufacturing or possessing a dangerous weapon. Correct. Oh. Are you saying that he might have had a ghost gun? Oh, shit. Or at least he had some, or the guns had their, serial number scratched off or some shit like that? Oh, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. Is being held on $92,500 bond, according to the PCSO. The Post reached out to the PCSO for more information. Olney's arrest comes as Nevada authorities search the festival grounds for a suspect who left a burner to die in a pool of blood on Saturday night, as the Palooza eponymous Burning Man effigy was lit ablaze. The victim, a white man between 35 and 40 years old, still hasn't been identified even after local officials called on the some odd 70,000 attendees for help. The Palooza ended Monday night, and the swaths of burnt-out celebrants started departing Black Rock City on Tuesday. Authorities have pleaded with the public for help finding the person who would commit such a heinous crime against another human being. Scores of other miscreants have already been arrested, mainly for possessing or distributing illegal drugs at the psychedelic intensive hoedown. Their entire bonanza was nearly blown away by a dust storm before it even began days later. Harsher weather swept away the famed Orgy Dome. Jesus. Even with death looming over this year's festives, a woman apparently experiencing a cryptic pregnancy unexpectedly gave birth to a baby girl last Wednesday. Wait, what? The girl, born premature and weighed just over 3 pounds, is miraculously stable and will return home with her parents once she's cleared from the hospital. Wait, did she go to Burning Man and she fucking... What? The fuck? What is happening? There you have it. I will leave all the links in the description for the YouTube video, so you can check them out, or you can just look them up now. FEMA workers fired for watching racially charged porn. Bestiality content on government-issued devices at work. Uh-oh, someone was doing some naughty at work. Someone was going way too much at work. Anyways, Washington, 2 FEMA worker. Oh, it was 2. With helping to keep the country safe from terrorism and nuclear meltdowns, were booted Tuesday for watching racially charged and other sick porn on the job. The Post has learned the lewd-loving employees were canned after an internal investigation by the Department of Homeland Security's Insider Threat Operations Center, which flagged at least one of them for consuming deviant pornography, including bestiality. Uh-oh. DHS officials, whose department oversees the Federal Emergency Management Agency. These individuals had access to critical info and intelligence and were entrusted to safeguard Americans from emergencies. And instead, they were consuming porno. Homeland Secretary Secretary Kristi Noem seethed in a statement. In at least one case, the pornography consumed was racially charged and in full bestiality. What a fucking maniac. Man, these people are fucking... Man, what is up with people and, like, showing their fetishes out on the job? Like, what the fuck? And Noam had to say this. So apparently Kristi Noem had to fucking look at this. Both rogue workers were stationed at FEMA's isolated, sparsely populated Mount Weather Emergency Operations Center, where near Bluemont, Virginia, which is supposed to safeguard the homelands against national emergencies, terror attacks, and even nuclear disasters. They use their FEMA-issued devices, including at least one computer, during the workday for their seamy antics, officials said. Yeah, that's insane. They were using the government. They were using work devices to fucking do their shit. Fucking stupid. Don't do that. When disasters strike, FEMA cannot afford to be caught with its pants down, a source note. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. The post of the scandal. One of the employees was fascinated by bestial fantasies, as well as racism-infused sexual encounters. What? What do you mean by that? While the others had extensive interactions with others on Reddit boards and shared sexually graphic content, some of which was racially charged, according to the DHS officials. One of the horny hires also used his federally issued work device to type phrases into the chatbot website just so they could read aloud in another accent. Jeez. These people are out of their mouth. Why? Why would you do this? Sit on your captain's expletive as we cover each other in bees. I'm sorry, what? Read one of the much tamer phrases entered in the chatbot. The employee's crass coworker, meanwhile, logged onto Reddit for twisted purposes at least 500... a Reddit, it would be 578 times over a 30-day period. Holy shit. Let me guess, he was looking at the porn Reddits, right? Where they show pictures you shouldn't see. The ITOC investigation also found that as many as 47% of FEMA workers are regularly on social media. Uh-oh. Platforms that also contain easily accessible pornographic content. Ouch. So like Instagram and shit like that, right? Uh-oh. Under President Trump's leadership, we are cleaning house at FEMA to make this dysfunctional agency work. The degeneracy, man. 47% of FEMA workers. No, dude, it's 50%. It's close to 50% of FEMA work. What the fuck? What are you people doing on the job? Oh, God. Safeguards the American people from natural disasters. That ends now. I guess when natural disasters happen, you need to whack yourself off. You know, you need to help yourself when the end of the world is coming. I guess. Fuck. The FEMA firings come after the DHS chief already cleaned house of 24 IT workers at the. Oh man, it's fucking IT workers. Why? At the agency after massive cybersecurity fail. Jesus. Yeah. Failures compromise government networks and put operations at risk. So basically, they hired a bunch of degenerate fucking degenerate retards, right? It's like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Oh shit, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible. The IT crowd creator Graham Linhan arrested by UK oh yeah, this was the guy. Yeah, this was the guy that's been going around on Twitter. Yeah, apparently this was what, yesterday or 2 days ago, where he got caught up in this shit. No, this guy. The IT crowd creator Graham Linhan has said he was arrested by cops in the UK over 3 anti-trans social media posts shortly after arriving at London Heathrow Airport. Were they really anti-trans, or was he just criticizing those people for being retarded? Come on, which one was it really? Come on. The Irish comedy, right? Oh, he's a fucking comedian. See what I mean? What the fuck this shit, dude? Fuck these people. Fucking burn them. Jesus. Was flying to Britain on an American Airlines flight from Arizona, accused police of treating him like a terrorist when they detained him moments after he stepped off the plane on Monday. Linhan, 57, who has become a strident critic of the transgender rights movement, and said he was escorted to a private area where he was told he was under arrest for 3 tweets. No, stop. Fuck you. You cannot tell me. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to put you in jail because you said some words that we don't like. You got a license for saying those words, sir? By officers of the Metropolitan Police. The moment I stepped off the plane at Heathrow, 5 armed police officers. Jeez. They had to get 5? Dude, really? 5 of them? Jesus Christ. The dude's not a fucking terrorist. The dude is unarmed, by the way. He probably doesn't have firearms. Firearmed police officers were waiting. Not 1, not 2. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They escorted me to a private area and told me I was under arrest for 3 tweets. Wrote Linhan at his Substack blog. Linhan reshared the 3 offending posts. Wait. Wait, they weren't even... They were just retweets. Right? They were repost. It wasn't... What the fuck? Are you kidding? It wasn't even stuff he wrote. It wasn't even stuff he wrote with his fucking fingers. God damn. Come on, man. Oh my god. Posted on X in the space of 2 days in April this year. This is wild. Fucking UK, man. What are you guys doing over there? One which showed a picture of trans rights rally with the caption, "A photo you can smell." What? It was made on April 19th, the same day he also posted, "I hate them, misogynists and homophobes. Fuck them." On April 20th, he wrote, "If a trans-identified male is in a females-only space, he is committing a violent, abusive act." You know, I can't disagree with that. Make a scene, call the cops, and if all else fails, punch him in the balls. Okay, maybe. Okay, maybe don't assault the person. Oh fuck. After his arrest, Linhan said he had to be taken by police to the hospital due to the stress, where his blood pressure spiked to dangerous levels. Linhan, who created a number of popular sitcoms in the UK and Ireland, including Father Ted, Black Books, and the IT Crowd, said he had been arrested at an airport like a terrorist, locked in a cell like a criminal, taken to hospital because the stress nearly killed me, and banned from speaking online. Fuck it. There's this tweet. Fuck. God damn it. I have to say this. This tweet is... Dude, this tweet goes so hard. Fucking... God damn. Oh, fucking based. The Met Police did not respond immediately to requests for comment. Earlier, a spokesperson for the force said, on Monday, 1 September at 1300 hours, officers arrest a man at Heathrow Airport after, that's like what, 1 p.m. or something like that? After you arrived on inbound American Airlines flight. The man in his 50s was arrested on suspicion of inciting violence. Oh, come on, dude. Really? This is a relation to posts on X. The arrest was made by officers from the MPS Aviation Unit. It is routine for officers policing airports to carry firearms. These were not drawn or used at any point during the arrest. So, that doesn't matter. You had to get five fucking police officers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes? That's a lot. Just for one dude. For saying some mean things about some transgender people. After being taken to police custody, officers became concerned for his health, and he was taken to the hospital. His condition is neither life-threatening nor life-changing. He has now been bailed, pending further investigation, the statement concluded. Linhan, who previously admitted that his focus on the trans movement had led to his wife leaving him and had destroyed his career, is also facing trial in London over separate charges related to harassing a transgender activist and damaging her cell phone. He denied the charges at a hearing in May. Well, there you have it. Oh, fucking man. Well, why are the Western countries getting cooked right now? Well, I mean, at least it's not like some of the Eastern or Middle Eastern countries, right? Then again, well, I guess to each their own. Everywhere has some fucking issues right now. Everyone's getting fucking invaded by a bunch of foreign assholes who just want to steal shit, get free shit, or swindle people. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, there you have it. That's all the articles. All links will be in the description.